Welcome, guys, to Money Mitch. Good evening. How we doing, Zinger Nation, Benzinga fans all over the world? Welcome. I'm Money Mitch, or on some will find me on Twitter, Story Investors, guys. Welcome, guys. And if you guys haven't checked out, also for our TikTok fans and our short clip fans, we also are going to have a playlist on our Benzinga Clips channel. So definitely check that out, guys. We're going to go ahead and get into what you guys want. What we're going to be talking about, guys, is the potential here, guys, the potential to find the next story stock. So I'm super excited to have you guys with me today on the first ever Money Mitch. We're going to go ahead and compete with, you guys know, the other show, but I won't go ahead and mention it here. Let's go ahead and let's get into how the market did today, guys. So one of the things I want to do is talk about how the market's performing. So on today's Money Mitch, guys, first things first, before we get into the market, let's go ahead up and do what we're going to talk about. Today, we're going to talk about GameStop, guys. The CEO retires and what this could mean for Wall Street bets and investors. We'll talk about the Dogecoin. I know a lot of people have been continuing seeing Doge rise. And guess what, guys? We got a Benzinga exclusive to let you guys know. So another thing we're going to be doing is going into those notable earnings today. And we have an interview with none other than Chrisopedia, the Spac expert at Benzinga. We'll talk a little bit about Spacs. Is there a bubble here or is there not? All right, guys, let's go ahead up and let's get into first things first. Today, guys, stocks were down at the start of the day at the weak sectors. You know, the weak sector was market, consumer cyclical, and the technology sector really weighing us down. You know, one of the things that I've been really focusing on is, will tech really come back? You know, we've seen those little moves up, but will we continue to see these moves? Today's strongest sector was energy. So we're going to go ahead up and follow that. It wasn't the biggest move. I didn't see a massive move, but it was the strongest sector of the day. So definitely notable, guys. So let's go ahead and let's get into how we saw the market. So one of the things is I want to tell you guys and go through some times here with the market. So one of the things is today on the SPY, I'm going to go ahead up and hold on. Let me hit the share here so you guys can see this screen too here. Working with us here. So, all right, guys, I'm going to pull it up here on the screen. Also, you can go to that view here, guys. So let's go ahead up and look at today's market. This is the overall market, the SPY. And so one of the things that I really want to do is point out this top trend line, guys, this top trend line that we keep turning away from. You can draw it in the closer one, and that's why I have two lines there. You'll see two lines drawn. But one of the things that we want to see is, do we get this turnaround from this 420 area? You know, we've seen it get up there. That's a Harmy candle at the top, what you don't want to see on a daily. So definitely, guys, let's focus and see if we're going to get a turnaround. You know, we got that big breakout from that 390 area. That's where you can see that bottom trend line stop being drawn. And that's really what we've been breaking out of. Let's see if we can really get over that 420 hurdle and then start breaking out. That's what's really going to make this stock and take us to the next level. So that's the level that I'm going to keep on watch, guys. Let's go ahead up and follow up with the chat here. I want to pull up some comments. Looks like everybody's enjoying it. Welcome, guys. Air horns. Yes, I will be getting that soundboard going here. Maybe Rohan can hit me up with some of them in the back. You already know, guys. Money Mitch is in the house. Where you at? Show me the money. I like it. Hey, I appreciate you guys sticking around with us. We're going to get into some great things now. Let's go ahead and cue up our first trailer, and then we'll be going into the earnings. All right, guys, and we're back. We're back. All right, let's go ahead and let's get into our earnings calendar here, guys. So I want to start talking about our earnings calendar here. And if we can take a look, there's going to be some notable names in throughout the week. Earlier today we got Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola not doing bad at all, guys. Let's go ahead and focus here. Coca-Cola shares are actually trading flat, after the company reported better than expected Q1 earnings there and results. But what I'm going to be really focusing on is, guys, we just got a report earlier after the close today. We had United Airlines reporting, guys. And so United Airlines reported quarterly loss of $7.50 per share, which missed the analyst consensus of an estimate of $7.05. So United expects to return the positive adjusted EBITDA later in 2021, even with the business and long-haul international demand remaining 70% below 2019 levels. This is what's going to really be interesting, is can they get back the revenue that they've been losing? If they're saying they're going to get positive EBITDA, then that's what we're definitely going to be focusing on seeing in the next earnings report as we move forward into Q3 and Q4. I know that a lot of people are watching the airlines and keeping a close eye. So let's see what happens in those airlines. I know I'm going to probably be going on a flight soon, picking a honeymoon, probably somewhere in Hawaii or somewhere in Europe. So international, I don't know how long it's going to remain down at those levels, but we'll keep an eye on it. Okay, so moving on a little bit forward here. So tomorrow morning, guys, we're going to be having Johnson & Johnson reporting before the open. And, this is all after the news of the blood clots. I think you're going to really start seeing some good numbers come out of here. And, one of the things that I'd see on Johnson & Johnson's chart is if those 160s hold, it's going to be looking strong. And remember, guys, Johnson & Johnson doesn't only make COVID vaccines. So definitely this is one that I'll be focusing on to see how the pipeline continues. And that's really what you need to see for Johnson & Johnson. It's not only the COVID vaccine that we're going to be focusing on. Let's see what else is working in the pipeline and what else we could find here, guys. All right, so the next one up we got is Procter and Gamble. And one of the things with Procter and Gamble that we can notice, and that's going to be before the open tomorrow, guys, is how's it going to perform after the pandemic? This is really going to be the interesting part is, are we going to keep moving forward? Is the company going to keep building and building? Because I don't know about you guys, but let's say 6 months ago, right? I went to my shelf and I tried to pull, a can of Lysol. Oh, no can of Lysol there. But go to your supermarket now. See what you see. I don't see the same supply issues that I was seeing and the same demand and countless demand that I saw in the pandemic. So yes, Procter and Gamble, I'm going to be focused on that tomorrow at before the open. So let's go ahead and let's talk about after the close tomorrow. So one to keep on our radar, of course, guys, we're going to keep on radar Netflix. Netflix is one that's definitely on my radar, guys, because at the end of the day, we're in a new age, guys. And this new age is really all about digital streaming media. And the cords, they've been cut. It's gone and it ain't coming back. I'll tell you that right now, guys. You can kiss those cords goodbye, guys. We're going to be streaming, so you don't have to worry about that life. And I'm going to be interested in seeing how Netflix really, one of the things is a lot of the productions were held off during the pandemic, and they need a lot of content to catch up and be ready for this kind of next wave we're going to see. We're going to see a lot of people looking for new content. And one of the problems that came out of the pandemic is that we suffered because of no content being made. I asked my friend Spencer Israel if he's going back to the movies, and he said, yeah, I don't know, man. It's be rare movie to get me back. So I feel in the same way. Maybe The Matrix gets me back, but honestly, I'm going to keep an eye out for a lot of Netflix originals, see what happens. Can they come out with some? Can they push their originals out a little bit forward in timing? That's what we're going to be focusing, guys, on the earnings calendar. And then looking forward towards later in the week, of course, we got Verizon, one to keep on radar. We got Chipotle. I expect a killer report from Chipotle as you seeing them take the pandemic on. And one of the things that I'm going to be real focusing on too is later in the week, we got WWF that I'm going to be focusing on. They've been talking about NFTs. We got Intel, we got Southwest, we got SAP, AT&T, Valero, Alaska Airlines. Thursday is going to be the hot day. I'm going to be definitely excited for Thursday, guys, but definitely stick around as we continue breaking the earnings throughout the week. This is one thing that we definitely want to walk through, you guys, on certain earnings report. If they just kick it out the water, we're going to go head up and go into the earnings report. If I got to pull up some Google Trend data, I'm going to do it all for you guys here on Money Mitch, guys. So stick with me, guys. If you guys can do me a favor, smash that like button, hit the share button down below. Let them know there's a brand new show. It's called Money Mitch, and I'm taking over, baby. I'm taking over. So let's go ahead and let's queue up our next trailer as we queue up our interview, guys. So one of the things that we want to do, guys, is touch the hot topics. I know right now there's someone out there calling Spacs bubbles, and this is exactly what I needed to get down to. So you guys, let's go ahead, queue up that next trailer, and we'll get into our interview of the day.
When you want to maximize your performance in the market, you need access to the highest quality tools and news available. Benzinga Pro stands out from all of the options you'll be presented with, and their instant access to market-moving news positions you to be prepared to take on the market in the best ways possible. Here's how it works. Benzinga Pro's news desk creates original news content that's available on your main news feed and gives you actionable information about companies you may want to invest in. This news desk information gives you the chance to beat the market, receive impactful news as it breaks, and jump on trending stocks before and as they rise. And beyond that, Benzinga Pro is packed with helpful features and unique insights that give you the best information possible. There's tools like the Live Audio Squawk, which streams every day with important news and timely updates, and the real-time news alerts that allow you to stay on top of every developing story you're keeping tabs on. Alerts and news will be sent straight to your inbox or delivered as live sound alerts. For those investors that want real-time, actionable, and breaking news about companies they may be looking to invest in, Benzinga Pro is the tool to use.
All right, guys, welcome back, guys. Let's go ahead and let's get into our interview of today. Our Benzinga Spac expert. Some know him as Chrisopedia. I know him as Chris Ketchy. Let's go ahead and let's get to it. All right, guys. All right, let's go ahead. How you doing, Chris?
I'm doing great. How about you, Mitch?
Oh, it's great to see you, man, like we always do on Spacs Attack. I wanted to bring you on because, you know, there's someone out there, and I'll keep the name on the low for right now, but there's someone out there talking about SPACs and how we just can't get over the hurdle, and they're calling it a SPAC bubble. Do you feel we're in a SPAC bubble?
No, you know, I don't think we're in a SPAC bubble. I think SPACs, you know, it's another way for companies to go public, similar to, you know, traditional IPOs, where we're going to see, you know, good deals. We're going to see bad deals. We're going to see companies go public earlier than they should be. And we're going to see also some great growth companies take advantage of the public market. So, you know, I think it's similar to any other stocks out there where investors need to do their own due diligence and pay attention to the story and the valuation here.
Well, you guys heard it first from Chris. You know, one of the things that we've been definitely paying attention to is how we go ahead and move from this. And, you know, we've been seeing a lot less of new SPACs, right? Am I the only crazy one, or is that a pattern that we're starting to see now, Chris?
No, you know, Mitch, that's accurate. And that's a great thing, right? Is before we had supply issues, right? We have way too many SPACs out there looking for deals. And, you know, for the past couple of weeks now, we're not seeing as many new filings, which, you know, in my opinion, you know, is a positive, you know, in this market. And I think is what we need to keep moving SPACs forward.
All right, guys. Well, like always, one thing we've been tracking is big names like CCIV, Lucid Motors, PSTH, you know, the Bill Ackman SPAC. What do you think about these? Do these help the SPAC environment or sometimes hurt it?
Yeah, I think ultimately they've heard it. We just saw the largest SPAC deal ever announced last week with AGC, merging with Grab, and what normally would be a huge deal, a huge IPO. It just didn't have that same fanfare as it normally would. We do still have PSTH, at the highest premium of any pre-deal SPAC right now. So a lot of interest right now, but also that puts a lot of pressure on Ackman and his team to really nail a home run with this deal. And CCIV, as you mentioned, Lucid Motors, one of the, hottest SPACs out there for a while, now losing favor, dipping below $20. Ultimately, it looks like it's going to be a show me stock, right? They don't have vehicles in production yet, and they need to do that to win some of these investors back over.
Yes, Chris. And like I've heard you mention before, we do have some winners in this industry, like let's say DraftKings. But tell me, Chris, what do you think is next in the SPAC environment?
Yeah, I think the biggest story right now is the SEC. So we have the SEC, reclassifying warrants, being liabilities instead of equity. And then we also have the new SEC chairman, Gary Gensler, being sworn in, and it looks like he may want to make some changes to how SPACs operate. So I think those are the biggest storylines to watch right now, and I think it's going to slow down, the issuance of new SPAC IPOs out there, and it could also, keep some of these deals from being announced for a little while in the environment that we're in. So those are the biggest storylines that I'm watching right now.
Hey guys, well, you guys heard it here from Chris Ketchy, our SPAC expert. Some know him as Chrisopedia. Thank you, Chris, like always. I'll see you tomorrow on SPAC's Attack, my friend.
Of course, happy to be here. Thanks, Mitch.
All right, guys. Well, like always, you guys can find Chris Ketchy on Twitter, or you guys can follow me at Story Investors. Let's go ahead and let's get into our next segment.
I tell all my CEOs, this is a very, very, very important platform. And look, all the other platforms are important too, but you're up there now. You're way up there.
Best investments you can do in your future is actually go and re-educate yourself on credible sites and credible resources like Benzinga. I think you guys have been killing it.
The comment section on this show is remarkable. Like the quality of the combo, and just big shout out to you and your community.
So I love about you guys, you just had all your callers in right then. And it's all about the community here at Benzinga.
All right, guys. All right. I'm back, guys. I know you probably missed me. You probably noticed that wasn't real, but hey, guys, one thing I definitely wanted to talk about is SPACs, and I'm definitely seeing, guys, a lot of people talking about the SPAC bubble and if we're ever going to come back, but definitely, guys, I'm going to stick with it. You guys will see me on the SPACs Attack. I feel that the bubble will be back just like there was in cannabis. There's waves to this game. There's going to be another SPAC wave, just like I expect another EV wave. It's going to be back, guys. So definitely stick with it, guys. Okay, so the next thing up, guys, we're going to be talking about GameStop and why is it moving, guys. So GameStop shares are trading higher after CEO George Sherman announced that he would be resigned from the company and reiterated that it is evaluating executive leadership to ensure that the company has the right skill to meet the challenge. So one of the things that I'm definitely going to be watching, guys, is how GameStop performs out of this. And what are we going to get? Are we going to get some NFTs? A lot of talk has been mentioned about the job that they're posting that they have online right now. So we're going to go ahead up and focus to see if they get some real revenue driving moves to go into the bottom line, because right now I just don't see it. The only thing that they have the advantage is pre-owned like video gaming, but I think someone can step up in here and take that right underneath their feet. So it's going to be something to watch out. I know Wall Street Bets has his eyes on this one, and you guys heard Roaring Kitty getting some more options, I think, over the weekend. So definitely keep your eyes on this one, guys, as we keep moving forward. Next up, of course, guys, I think you guys are going to like talking about this one. Let's go ahead and let me cue it up here. The next one up is going to be, of course, the doggy coin, guys. The Doge. Where's the Doge? Where's the Doge? Let me get this up here from the current slide here. Having some problems with my clicker here, guys. Don't worry about it. I'll get the doggy up, but let's go ahead up and get this up here. Looks like Doge does not want to pull up here for me on the picture, but hey, I'm going to roll with it, guys. I'm going to keep going through here. So Dogecoin, one of the things that happened, guys, is we've been having a Benzinga exclusive here, guys, for you. So Dogecoin has been one of the hottest cryptocurrencies in 2021. So as a Benzinga exclusive, my man Chris worked hard on Monday. CEO Anthony Denier told Benzinga Monday that the trading platform plans to offer Dogecoin and its cryptocurrencies to their customers. And one of the things that they were doing is, we found this out because they were doing some beta testing. And that's how Chris went on and got this exclusive, found out, got the scoop for you guys. So definitely hit the thumbs up if you like the Benzinga exclusive here.
Very nice.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and keep moving forward here. I'm going to go ahead up and queue up my next trailer here, and then we'll be getting into some of the stocks that I'm looking for. I know you guys want some story stocks, so let's go ahead and queue those up.
Get winning options trades from Benzinga's top option trading expert, Nick Shaheen.
I don't risk money I can't afford to lose. Clearly, conviction is medium, probably at best here, because I'm swinging. I don't have a particular trigger. So it's not like it's gambling. We did homework. We showed fundamental reasons. So it's not like betting, I hope it's red, I hope it's black.
If you're looking to uncover winning options trades, the Benzinga Options Starter newsletter provides you with 2 fully researched trades per month. Each comes with a detailed video, ideal price and expiration date, and profit loss charts to accelerate your learning. If you're ready for high conviction, learn while you earn and subscribe now to Benzinga's Starter Option newsletter.
All right. Welcome back. I'm seeing in the chat Rick House talking about he needs a bedtime story. Well, I got one for you right here. And so one of the things that I've been mentioning, guys, is Frontier Airlines. And I don't know about you guys, but let's go ahead up and let's queue it up in the chat, because this is what separates the show from the rest. Let's go ahead up and put a 1 in the chat if you're expecting to go on a vacation and potentially take an airplane here, guys. So let's go ahead up and queue up the 1s in the chat. Let me see those chats rolling through there. I know that I'm thinking about going on a trip. I got a honeymoon planned, so you guys know. Got to enjoy that. Another thing that I'm going to be doing, guys, is taking a trip down to visit some nephews, family. I have to visit family, I know a lot of people out there want to go ahead and see their family, haven't been able to see their family in a long time. So I'm looking forward to it, just like you guys. Looks like we're getting the 1s rolling through here. There's some 1s. There's the 1s. All right, guys, definitely. Looks like, one of the things is, when you look at airlines, you're going to be looking at what, guys? A discount airlines, right? And so we have a brand new IPO, Frontier Airlines. It just came out in March. If you can do me the favor, guys, yes, definitely, like Jason Raznick says, hit the like, hit the subscribe. This is what Money Mitch is all about, guys, the story time. And here it is, guys. So Frontier Airlines, this is the #1 trending airlines I'm seeing right now for that discount ticket. And they got international flights. They have majority of their flights come out of Denver and Florida, one of the biggest tourism areas. I know our guy right now, pre-market preps, Joe Alconin, just came back from Florida on a flight. So this is exactly what I'm talking about, guys. I'm going to be watching Frontier Airlines these next couple of weeks to really start ramping up. As we start seeing that revenue coming in as they get these tickets to start filling in, I think you're going to see their guidance change, and we should see an increase in that guidance. That's what's really going to get me excited in this stock. That's when you guys will start seeing me double downing and triple downing in these stocks. Like always, story stocks, guys, are about 3 main aspects, guys. It's about the story. The story here is, we just talked about it. Everybody's going out. Everybody's going to come back and go to Frontier Airlines, get that cheap airline ticket and fly out. But another thing that I'm going to keep an eye out is the fundamentals. So the fundamentals, the guidance, when you see that guidance change, you see some analysts change, you see that revision, look for those. That's what I'm going to look for in the fundamentals. And of course, we cannot forget about the technicals. Right now, you got a kind of a little peak, a little flag look to it. As I seen it, I want to see it kind of curve out and really get that volume push, because I'm all about volume, guys. And if there's no volume in the move, then you're not going to see the hype behind it. Remember, with stories, guys, stories change all the time. So what do you need? You need the hype behind it. Just like you get in Doge, just like you get in GameStop, just like we got in Spacs earlier in the year. So guys, stick with Money Mitch here. I'm going to definitely be working hard to bring you guys the stories. And I got one more for you guys. So definitely, if you guys want to hear about this one, hit the like button, hit the share button down below, because at the end of the day, guys, we can't let this show grow. And Jason will cut me off if I don't get my guys to hit that like button, hit that subscribe. And if we don't get at least 500 people in here live by Friday, why am I doing this, guys? Because at the end of the day, this is for you guys out there. It isn't for me. As you guys see, I can find the stories for myself. If you guys like my little walking around mic, give me the like up. Let's go ahead. Next up, guys, Carnival Cruise. That's what I'm going to talk about, guys. So Carnival Cruise, what we're going to talk about in Carnival is that it's the most trending search cruise line. So a lot of the times when you look at the cruise lines, you got to determine, hey, am I going to go on Royal Caribbean? Am I looking at Norwegian? What am I looking at? The truth is, guys, if you look at your Google trend data, you're going to go head up and see that Carnival is that party boat, the boat that everybody wants to be on. And it looks like either they're giving the best deals, but the search data is there. And that's what matters, guys. That's the story to this stock. Fundamentally, we need to see these numbers start changing. We need really to get some cruises to start shipping out, because once we get some cruises to really ship out, we get that vaccine. Yup, you guys heard it. I'm getting the vaccine next week. I'm super excited to get that and get rolling. I've looked at cruises myself. So if you've looked at a cruise, put a 2 in the chat. I don't want to see another 1. It was too easy if I said another 1. So definitely put a 2 in the chat if you've thought about going on a cruise. Another thing that I've seen is the technicals. The technicals still have some room up to that pandemic time in Carnival. So that's what I'm going to be watching, guys, over the next couple of weeks. Like always, guys, we're going to keep improving Money Mitch. We're going to bring interviews. You guys will see me doing a nice setup here, working hard to bring you guys the stories. As I develop, you guys can help me by first, definitely hit the like button and the subscribe bell below. Second thing I need you guys to do is hit me up on Twitter. If you got a story or you want to come on and you know about the 3 rules, story, fundamentals, and the technicals, let me know and I'll bring you on. We'll bring you right here on Money Mitch. So definitely, guys, stick with us as we keep growing. And one of the things I want to say is, if you guys understand that there's a bull market in every market, and one of the things that I've seen is, if you look right now, this is the time. If we rip through that 420, I think we get out of this trend channel. And I had that SPY chart picked up here. Let me see if I can get this back up here. There it is, guys. There it is. There's the SPY chart. I want to look at this before we get out of here and look at the chart. Look at the chart, guys. This is what's going to be big for us. Can we get above that 420 level? And wouldn't it be perfect, guys, to get above it? And when are we going to get above it, guys? We're going to get above it on 420. 420 for the 420. Can we do it, guys? I'll be with you guys tomorrow. Definitely, if you guys can do me the favor, hit the share button. Let everyone know the Money Mitch has started. And I'll see you guys next time. And like always, guys, stick with Money Making Mitch.